Hello friends, welcome to Srivalli's kitchen. Now I'm going to show you an Andhra special recipe. You can call it either a curry or a dal. If you call it a dal, it's going to be a thick dal and not the runny kind. We're going to prepare it using this one. This is the banana stem. For that we need moong dal or pesarapappu, tamarind, dry red chilies and mustard seeds. Here I have taken the normal mustard seeds and also the yellow mustard seeds. I prefer to use the yellow seeds because these are slightly mellow, so they are not as strong as the normal ones. What I am going to do next is I am going to soak the mustard seeds and the dry red chilies in hot water for half an hour. But first I am going to show you how to cut this into pieces. First we are going to remove the outer part. Banana stem is very healthy, high in fiber. The cutting takes some time until you get used to it because since it's high in fiber, we have to be a little careful while pulling out all these strands. Remove the outer layer. We're going to cut it into circles and then we're going to make smaller pieces of it. Just cut it that way. Rotate your finger around the fiber, pull it out. And cut, turn, pull. Cut, turn, pull. Cut, pull, turn, pull. Just follow this cut, turn and pull procedure. And we have the round pieces ready. Just like sweet potato and potato, the banana stem also oxidizes very fast. It changes color very soon. So it's better to add these immediately into water. And even after cooking, they will not be in this light cream color. They'll change to a brownish shade. So don't worry if they change to another color. As long as they're in some shade of brown, it's enough. They're good enough. Now take 2 or 3 slices of it. Make that into half. And you can cut it into smaller pieces. You can use a knife for this. Any way you're comfortable. But just remember, first cut it into round. Turn, pull. Then use those round discs to make smaller pieces. We need tiny pieces like this so that they'll take less time in cooking. We are going to boil these first and then prepare the curry. While these are boiling, I'll soak the moong dal in normal water and the mustard seeds along with dry red chilies in hot water. Also, I'm going to soak the tamarind, normal water. Right. So this is how we do it. Cut it into small pieces. Right. Okay. Soak everything for about half an hour so that it will be easier. And once these are cooked, we can prepare the curry or the dal. You can serve this with rice or roti. If you want, you can keep it a little runnier by adding more moong dal. But we usually prepare this like a curry, which means we are going to add little amount of moong dal, not much. Okay, right. This is how we do it. Once this is done, I'll show you how it looks after it's boiled. So I have the banana stem nicely cooked, boiled and soft. See, it's changed color, so you don't have to worry about it changing color. I have the tamarind soaked. I have the moong dal also soaked. I've soaked the rye or mustard. I'm going to crush this next, but not immediately. First, we're going to prepare tempering. I have the oil hot, so I'm adding chana dal, urad dal, a few mustard seeds and few cumin seeds. Good hit of avapetti. Let it splatter, and then we'll add green chili, and curry leaves. Give it a mix, and now add the soaked moong dal. Sorry. Pour in some water. What I've done here is I've added the water in which I've soaked the dry red chilies and the rye, so that the water doesn't go waste. We are adding water just to let the moong cook. You can add a little more water also. No worries. Right. We're going to let that cook, and then we're going to add the banana stem piece. Now the key part in this curry is the soaked rye. We can either crush the soaked rye along with the soaked dry red chilies in the mixer jar, or you'll have to use a mortar and pestle. If you're using your hand to crush it, make sure you use either a marble one or a rock one. Try not to use the bronze or any of those metals because they tend to react and the taste will change. Also, don't crush this beforehand ever, because the mustard is going to turn very bitter if you crush it and leave it beforehand. Crush it once you start preparing the curry. Let the curry be cooking and then you crush this, and immediately once it's crushed, it will not become a smooth paste, it will be a rough paste. Once it is crushed, add some oil to it. Say half a spoon of oil at least, add half a spoon of oil to this and mix it up. Even if you're going to grind it in a mixer jar, grind it just before you add it to the curry. Grind it, add some oil, mix it up and pour it into the curry. Never crush it and keep it beforehand. You cannot use it in your curries that way. It will turn very bitter and you'll have to throw the entire curry. So I'm not going to crush this right now, I'm just going to keep it there. Meanwhile, you can see here that the dal is starting to froth, which means it is starting to cook. So now I'm going to add the banana stem pieces to it along with the water. Whatever water is left after boiling the pieces, don't throw it away. Keep it in so that we can add it to this curry. Mix it up, cover it with a lid and let it cook together. If you want, you can add salt now itself, or you can add your salt and turmeric powder when you pour in the tamarind water. I'm just going to squeeze the tamarind. Keep the water ready. Once the dal is cooked, then I'm going to add in the tamarind water. If you feel that the dry red chilies, soaked ones, are taking too much time to get crushed, you can throw it in directly. Just cut it into small pieces and throw it in directly. That's okay. I do it sometimes. You don't have to finely crush it or anything. Just cut it into pieces, add it. We just want that flavor of the soaked dry red chilies to get properly infused into the curry. That's it. The dal is cooked, so now it's time to add some salt. Not much, because we've already added salt while boiling the stem. Some turmeric powder, you can add more. I'm just going to pour in the tamarind water and let this cook. I'm just going to mix it up once. You don't need to add extra water. This will be enough because it's already cooked once. We're just cooking it again just to incorporate the flavors. Now it is time to start crushing this. I'm going to show you how it looks finally after crushing. It's going to take some hard work to get this crushed. I have crushed this as much as I can. You can see that it is not completely smooth. It will not be that smooth also. It will be a kind of coarse, rough paste-like thing. I've added quarter spoon of oil to it and I've given it a mix. Now I'm just going to add it to this while there is some water remaining. That is because I want to cook this as well. Yes, I'm just going to throw it in. And I've just chopped the soaked red chilies like I told you. I haven't crushed those this time. I've just chopped and added it. We'll get the flavor because we're anyway going to use that water. I've used this soaked water to cook the dal. So we have used the water. The flavors are all very much safe in the curry. I'm going to give this a good mix. Keep the heat on simmer just because there is some liquid in it. Don't be tempted to shift the heat. Keep it on simmer. And once this comes together, we're going to turn off the heat and serve it with rice. Maybe you can even serve it with roti if you want. But this tastes good with rice and some ghee. So this will take another 3 to 5 minutes and then we'll be done.